So this video is going to be a speed run of an ETL procedure done in Power Query Editor. So I'll get my data first. It's audible data, and it's also in Excel. It's in an Excel workbook. Transform data. Right. Okay, so the first rows have been converted to headers. Good. Let's look at the entire data set to see if there are any errors that the first 1000 rows might have missed. Okay, there are errors in the price column, and that's it. Let's get back to the first 1000 rows. Okay, so what are the requirements? Standardize the name column to ensure consistent use of title is across the entries. Okay, so the name column, what's the problem here? Okay, right. So these should have capital letters. So start with capital letters. Okay, so we can go to transform, format, capitalize each word. Okay, that fixes it. Yes. Title, case, names. Fine. What's the second? Separate combined names in the author column where multiple authors are listed. Okay. So this is the author column, and so there's comma as a separator. Fine. So remove the filter. I think we can go to split columns, split by delimiter, use a comma, each occurrence. Yes. Fine. So there are about 4 authors. Yes, there are 4 authors. Fine, seems to have worked. Okay, but I think we can make a design, or rather a decision from an analyst's point of view to remove the written by, because we want the 4 columns to be comparable, right? We don't have written by here. So let's just do that. And split column, delimiter. Fine. Right. Move written by, and the earlier step was split authors. Fine. Okay, we can also convert the names. We can have a space between the first name and the last names, but I don't think, because we are already going from lowercase to uppercase and it's pretty consistent, so we don't need to do that. In fact, it's not asked in the requirements, so we should probably not do that, but we'll do this. This is a decision that we're taking on our own. Right, and I think we should change the name of this so that it's consistent. Right, makes sense. So next question. Format all entries in the release date. Okay, so day, month and year. Fine. Release date. Okay, it's already in some format. It's already in date format. I think it's already consistent. Yeah, so we don't have a problem here. Fine. And convert the time column from the text to duration from the result. Okay, so this is pretty messed up because it has hours somewhere and hour. I think it's best to write some M code to get this done. It's probably the fastest way, or probably the best way, not the fastest maybe. So let's just add a custom column. So first we want to normalize. We don't want HR, we want everything as HRS and MINS. So let's do that. So let's say we want to normalize text. Okay, and okay, so we want text, we want to replace what? Place time. In time we want to replace HR by HRS, and also the minute. So we'll do a nested replace dot replace. Fine. I should slow down a bit. MINS. Right, that should do it. Now we want the hours. How to get the hours? Okay, we just want to use the HRS delimiter. I want to get the number before that. So we want number dot from text, right? And then we want before delimiter, before delimiter, right? And we want text, normalized text, and the delimiter is HRS. It's fine. Okay, if there are no hours, we want a 0, so we'll have to put a try here. Try, otherwise 0. Now that works for hours. For minutes, I think we'll have to do something more complicated, because minutes are appearing between and minutes, but there are also cases we just saw where there are only minutes. There are 2 cases, right? So we'll have to use a conditional. If text contains, if it contains an and, so we're looking at normalize text, and what are we looking for? And so if all of this is there, so if this is there, then we want to try again. I think I can probably copy all of this. From but I need between delimiter. Okay, between delimiters, right? Normalized text, and here we want and comma minutes, right? Otherwise 0. So that's the first one. The second condition is else if we want to see if there is no and, basically if there is a minute, if there is MINS, then we want to try. I think we can copy this, right? We just want the text before minutes, text before delimiter, normalized text, and here we'll have minutes, otherwise 0, else 0, right? Okay, now we want all of this to go into the format. I think the format we're going to use is going to be duration, because the time here is the duration of the recording, so that can be more than 24 hours. So we'll use duration and 0 hours, or hours variable, minutes and seconds are not given anyways. Okay, token expected a comma. We have a comma here, we have a comma here. I think we probably need a comma here and a comma here. Okay, I probably did not close brackets. Yeah. Okay. Yes. It's the problem with copy and paste. Same mistake is copied every. Okay. Right. This should hopefully work. It works. Good. I think we can change the format now. Okay, we did a lot of stuff here. Just rename it to time new, and we'll change this to duration. Okay, great, there are no errors. I think we don't need to check anything here, it's fine. Okay, ensure that all values in the price column are numeric. identify non-numeric, okay, format with 2 decimal places, fine. So we have a price column here. Okay, so my battery went off, but we are back to the video. So we had to change the price column so that it shows 2 decimal places and there are no errors. So I actually just remove the errors, but I'll do that again. So price, I wanted to check the errors, and basically some books are for free, so we have to replace these values with zeros, right? So we can just go a step back and replace errors with 0. It's done. Okay, and we'll change it to currency. So we have 2 decimal places. Things work fine. Go to the next question. Convert all text based ratings into in the stars column to the corresponding numeric values. Okay. So this column, this is again I think we'll take out the stars and the ratings, right, in 2 separate columns. So I think we should write some M code here as well rather than splitting stuff. Let's do try. We want a number dot from text. We want it before delimiter. Okay, before delimiter. What's a delimiter? So what's the text, by the way? The text is stars, comma, out of, yes, that's the text. You want that number in the column, otherwise you want null. Right, so if there are no stars, we can't give 0 stars, so it has to be null. Fine. It expects a comma. I probably did not close a bracket again, so there it goes. Works fine. Right, so these are the stars. Clean. Right, and we can call it, first of all we can change the type to decimal, and we can call it stars out of. So I check the data and it's only out of 5. You can also get the ratings if you want. They're not explicitly asked, but you can do that. So yeah, I'm leaving that out as of now. If multiple narrators are listed in the narrate by column split, okay, this is similar exercise to what we did with the authors. So yeah, I'm not going to repeat that because I've already done this, but yeah, it's exactly the same thing. Create a new column named release info by merging the release date and the language columns using the format. Okay, so we want the date and the language. Okay, we need release info. Fine, we'll add a column. Okay, actually we need to merge columns, right? We need to merge this column with the language column. Okay, it's a pretty simple task. Merge columns. Separator. Do we need a separator? Yes, we need comma, and we have to rename it to release info. Fine. Right, and there's a new column. Great. I'm probably going to do a little bit of more work on this, but just to finish it off for now, I'll just load it to the file. Let's see it as well. It's taking some time. So here's the clean data set, and we're done with the exercise. Right? Time also shows up. I'm going to change all of these columns, but we are essentially done with the requirements. Yeah.